Back in the weather center here. And we actually have 2 tornado warnings on the fringe of our viewing area, so just been issued. And then we have this severe thunderstorm warning that goes for Washington County and southwestern Clinton, and northwestern Washington and east central St. Clair County. So I believe that both of those tornado warnings are in the viewing area. I'm almost certain of it. Yeah, they're basically on the fringe of our viewing area, though, so. That one has 2-inch hail. And then for Clay County, so. We got one for Marion County and we got one for Clay County, so. Again, 2 newly tornado warnings have been issued here. They both go until 7:15, so. And then we're getting significant weather advisories for this line towards Puxico, Poplar Bluff, Marble Hill, Jackson, Perryville, those areas. So, and we got some pretty large hail of this. I would indicate maybe we're seeing larger than 1 inch, I'd say. Okay, so as you can see here, that's the reflectivity. Looking for current hail, it's showing about 1 inch. Over here, it's showing 1.3 inches. So there's a little bit of scattered hail everywhere. But you can see down towards Oklahoma, there are some tornado warnings back down there. And we still have that tornado warning for Randolph County. A severe thunderstorm warning for Randolph County until 7:15 here, so. And that severe thunderstorm warning up towards the Farmington area, that is supposed to expire at 7:15 as well. So, and this storm in Washington County and St. Clair County is supposed to stay in effect until 7:30. So it looks like it could be a little active for a while. They've dropped the severe thunderstorm warning for the Mount Vernon area. Okay, yeah, we have a new tornado warning actually that has now been extended. This tornado warning goes until 7:30, so got a new tornado warning until 7:30. This is radar indicated for 1.75 inch hail, and headed towards Bible Grove, and then headed towards Newton. So, and this is tracking at moving to the east at 30 miles an hour. So I'm gonna put a track on this. This was located near Bible Grove. Track it as far as I can. At 30. Okay, so Bogota 719, Boo 732, Dundas 735, Gravetown 743, and Stringtown 746. We're seeing some pretty tight rotation there. I'm gonna check and see if we're seeing some debris. No debris as of yet, but it's very close, and that looks like a pretty strong tornado here. So, and we just did get another tornado warning. That one will go until 7:30 as well. So we now have 4 tornado warnings in effect. And the second one doesn't look as tight, but looks a little interesting. So we'll be monitoring that. And I'm gonna take a look behind the scenes here, I think, if I can. I'm gonna take a look at all these storms. And also I'm gonna take a look at the SPC outlook. See what they have now. They haven't changed anything yet. So, that's something, but, there's still a slight risk out for most of the area. And then we got 4 tornado warnings out. And then a severe thunderstorm warning out. So that's what we're looking at as far, and by the way, we did have 1-inch hail confirmed. So that's what we're looking at right now. Okay. I'm back. So I'm sure you could be doing a bunch of other stuff right now, but we have to keep the people safe. So we are on for 2 tornado warnings right now. 4, but they have been extended. So we got this one. Looks pretty tight. It's a highway. It doesn't say which one it is. It's going to go over Highway 33, and it's going to head towards Newton. And the good news is that it should be out of the area soon. So we would probably only have to deal with this for maybe another hour or so. Just checking a bunch of stuff behind the scenes here. Okay. Okay. So we have 2 tornado warnings again, as I said. And then we have a significant weather advisory down here. And then we have a significant weather advisory for Clay County, Arkansas. And then we have a significant weather advisory for the Paragould area. So, but I would assume, and we do have some pretty tight rotation right here. I'm going to circle it for you. It's right there. Over, what is that? Over Highway 130. Pretty tight rotation right there. Let's see if we're seeing a debris signature. We're not seeing any debris as of yet, but that's only because this is going over rural areas. The rotation is very, very right there. It's very, very strong. So, just checking also stuff behind the scenes here. And then we also got some stuff in Indiana, but nothing for our viewing area counties in Indiana yet. But that could be a different story shortly. Okay. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning that has been, this is a continuation in the one in Jefferson County. This is for 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. We don't have any rotation on it, but pretty strong winds. And I'm going to give you an estimate on what those winds that we have are. Okay. Let me give an estimate on those winds here. They're showing about 70-mile-per-hour winds, 70 to 75. So this is no joke. I would be in your safe spot if I were in Nashville, Oakville, Centralia, those areas. This severe thunderstorm warning is for Jefferson, Washington County, Illinois, southeastern St. Clair County in southwestern Illinois, and east central Clinton County in south central Illinois. 7:06, a severe thunderstorms were located from Fayetteville to Covington, moving to the east at 50 miles per hour. 60-mile-per-hour wind gust and quarter-sized hail. It's about to move into Jefferson County. I'm seeing if the National Weather Service in Paducah is going to issue a severe thunderstorm warning. And based on what it's looking like, I'm betting that they would. And they're also showing maybe just a little bit of broad rotation, that storm east of Nashville. It's mainly a cluster and not cellular, so we're not really concerned about a tornado per se on this, but it's definitely not out of the question. So we got some severe storms in Alabama. We got a significant weather advisory for the Jackson, Tennessee area. Yeah, you can see that down there. That is for winds in excess of 30 miles per hour and half-inch hail. So looks like that line near Papa Bluff may be starting to strengthen maybe just a little bit. I'm also taking a look at the rotation here. Okay. And they have cleared the watch somewhat. So I want to also mention, once you're done with this line, you are cleared from the watch. So once this line is over, basically you are cleared from the watch. You don't have to worry about much unless a new storm develops. And then all of this will be out of here by about 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock. So that's what we're looking at right now in time and as far as timing. And we are starting to see some broad rotation over towards Holton and Irving. So, okay. So, got a severe thunderstorm warning for Jefferson County. I believe that may be an extension. Excuse me, Washington County. Yeah, 706 severe thunderstorms were located from Fayetteville to Covington, moving to the east at 50 miles per hour. So, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. So this is about close to being in Jefferson County. I would expect a warning shortly. We are still on the we are on St. Louis. I want to see if we're picking up any rotation on the Evansville radar site. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Maybe just a little. Okay. You see Mount Vernon is in the direct path of it. So let's put an hour track on it. Bucup 718, Rocha 732, Woodlawn 734, Mount Vernon 742, Bella Rive 755, Middleton 758, and Keens at the 8 o'clock top of the hour, 8 o'clock. So at the top of the hour, Keens, you're in the path of this severe thunderstorm. Okay, let's go back to these tornado warnings that we have. Okay. And this one down here near Florida is not really showing much in the way of rotation as much as this one that's over 130 between Newton and Highway 130 is. And even that has weakened just a little bit. Excuse me. Is that a new warning? No, okay, that is the same one. So mainly things over Missouri and part of southern Illinois are beginning to quiet down here in terms of severe weather. I also want to mention that, as I said before, western Kentucky, southern Indiana, northwest Tennessee, you are in a tornado watch until 11 o'clock. But I'm not really seeing much in the way of tornadoes, much more as I was. I would expect NWS Paducah to put a warning out here soon, severe thunderstorm warning, if not a tornado warning, because the storm in Jefferson County is looking a little, storm that's about to enter Jefferson County is looking a little suspicious here. And it also has some pretty big hail on it too. Yeah, you can see that right here. We are starting to see a little bit of rotation between Richview and Ashley. Starting to see a little bit of rotation. That's what would be concerning me if we were going to get a tornado. And by the way, they have dropped that severe thunderstorm warning in Randolph County. So that's what I would be looking for a tornado warning storm, not those back up towards Florida and St. Marie. So you're wondering why we have 2 tornado warnings officially. One for Marion. We did have one for Marion County. One for southwestern Clay County. And then we have one up here for Richland County here and northeastern Clay County. So those are the warnings that we have right now. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning for Washington County, but I would expect a warning for Jefferson County here shortly. I think NWS is deciding whether they are going to put a warning out, but nothing has been confirmed yet. So we are seeing broad rotation here. Just checking behind the scenes here. Yeah, that's kind of looking a bit more interesting here. I would expect at least a severe thunderstorm warning to come out, if not a tornado warning. And by the way, speaking of those tornado warnings have kind of weakened a bit, if you will, as in intensity. There's the one showing a little bit of rotation. Circle that here. And that's between 45 and 50 and Highway 45. So, and that's tracking northeast. So, and then we have one right here also showing some broad rotation. Definitely not as tight as what we saw earlier, but there's definitely a little bit of broad rotation. So, and that's also tracking east. So, let me put a track on these here. They just updated this. The tagging was, and we did get a severe thunderstorm warning for Jefferson County. Let me touch on these two tornado warnings first. At 7:15, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Bogota or near Newton, moving to the east at 30 miles per hour. The hazard is tornado and ping pong ball sized hail. Now, we have not had any reports of ping pong ball sized hail, but or we haven't had a tornado confirmed, but it looks like we probably were seeing 1-inch hail. So put about 45-minute track on that at least. Rafetown 738, Greenbrier 748, Chauncey 753, and Vilas at 804. So let's go back to this one near Jefferson County. Did they put tornado possible? They did not. They did not put tornado possible. They may upgrade that if that tightens up. Okay. Okay. You can see we are starting to see a little bit of rotation here. Per se. They just have 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. The warning goes until 8:15. But I don't know if they are going to put a tornado warning out for that. And if they do, we will stay on here. But officially, a tornado warning has not came out yet. And those tornado warnings look like they may expire. Although they do still have a little bit of broad rotation on them. So, we still have 2 tornado warnings out, and we're going to stay on until those expire. But I'm a little concerned with Jefferson County and how there may be a little bit of broad rotation there, so. And all other warnings have been dropped. Um, but we got development in Tennessee, so. But I mean, we have some pretty large hail with that one that's about to enter Jefferson County. So, yeah, I mean, we're seeing some rotation in Jefferson County. So I'm gonna stay on here for a few minutes. I was going to until these tornado warnings expire, but I'm gonna stay on here for a few minutes, tracking this rotation. Because we are starting to see some pretty decent rotation show up, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here on camera. By the way, I would also like to mention our western counties, some of our western counties, Shannon and Oregon counties, and Phelps have been dropped from the tornado watch. So Phelps, Shannon, and Oregon, you are all in the clear. You don't have to worry about anything else for tonight. And here's what I'm looking at. You see that? That is a little bit of rotation. We're starting to see a little rotation show up. And that's between Dix and Woodlawn and Waltonville. And this is going to be headed towards Mount Vernon. Let's put a track on this. This goes until 8:15, as I said. West Central Wayne County and Jefferson County in South Central Illinois until 8:15. Severe storms were located along the line extending from 7 miles southeast of 7 miles east of Centralia to near Nashville, Illinois, to near Lively Grove, moving to the east at 30 miles an hour. So we're going to track this moving at 30. You can see Boyd 733, Dix 741, Divide 753, Stratton 806, Keensville 812, and Wayne City at 819. We have those tornado warnings going for about another 7 minutes here. I want to take a look at both of them. Doing that off camera briefly. Clear that. And we have a significant weather advisory, as I said, out for Clay County, Arkansas. Okay. Forgot I still have the track on. Turn that off. I mean, I could see these tornado warnings possibly being extended, but it's not going to be for as strong as rotation as there was a little while ago. So, I could show you where some broad rotation is. You see, it's a little bit away apart. It's not coming together. I'd set it towards Sailor Springs, though. I would expect probably a severe thunderstorm warning. For that, not a tornado warning again. I would actually kind of be a little surprised if we had a tornado warning on that again. And this one, we're also seeing some broad rotation headed towards St. Marie and then Whittle Hill. And we're seeing some broad rotation. But I would probably expect a severe thunderstorm warning to be issued on that storm as well. Okay. I'll talk about a few more things here. You can see we're not getting those severe thunderstorm warnings anymore. We're having significant weather advisories all the way from Elkville, Carbondale, Poma, Anna, Cape Girardeau, Scott City, Orrin, Sykeston, Bernie, and Campbell. Seeing a little bit of broad rotation north of Mount Vernon. And that is what I'm keened on to looking at right now a little bit. I'm going to see if the SBC has said anything. They have not updated anything yet. Still looks the same. I would expect an update by at least 7:45 or 7:50 or 8 o'clock. Okay, they have extended that tornado warning. I was thinking they would not, but they have. And I'm a little keen on to why they're doing that, because I'm not really seeing any rotation. But again, you heard it is our policy to stay on whenever there is a tornado warning, so looking at stuff behind the scenes here. Still looking at some pretty decent velocities on that storm by Woodlawn. I'm not sure why there's not a tornado warning out for that storm. Okay, there's a new severe thunderstorm warning. Okay. And it is for the Poplar Bluff area, so... No, excuse me, it's just east of Poplar Bluff. It includes Bloomfield, Puxico, Belsey, Advance, Zalma, Whitewater, Delta, Dutchtown, Cape Girardeau, Chaffee, Scott City, Kelso, Commerce, Orrin, Benton, Morley, and Dealstadt. That storm, it still looks like it has a tornado with it. I mean, I'm not seeing any official debris, but I mean, it still looks pretty intense. Okay, that severe thunderstorm warning that was issued for Cape Girardeau is for 60-mile-per-hour winds, and it includes... I'm going to do some of this on camera. Back up a little bit. It includes Alexander County in southern Illinois, southeastern Bollinger County, Scott County in southeastern Missouri, north central New Madrid County, northeastern Butler County, southern Cape Girardeau County, and Stoddard County in southeastern Missouri. At 7:29, severe thunderstorms were located along the line extending from near Bowling Green Mill State Historic Site to Advance, steadily moving to the east at 55 miles per hour. And we still have some pretty decent rotation on that storm in Jefferson County, so I'm not really sure why they have not issued a tornado watch. A tornado warning. So, okay. So the time is 7:31. We are on the air for a tornado warning, and there was just a new tornado warning issued. I was talking about that storm. Tornado warning for Richland and Clay County. So we're on the air for a tornado warning in Richland and Clay County. It goes until 8:15, but based on what I'm looking at right now, I'm not really seeing much in the way of rotation. Maybe some broad rotation here, but not a lot. And so I'm gonna track this storm, and then we got a new severe thunderstorm warning up north for Marion County. So let's track this storm. You can see that's why the warning was issued. That storm by Bloomfield. So if I can do a line track, I'm going to. By the way, we have a new severe thunderstorm warning or a new significant weather advisory for Clay and Dunklin. I'm gonna turn linear mode on. Okay, Whitewater 735, Delta 739, Cliff 740, Burfordville 742, Dutchtown 743, Rockview 744, Cape Girardeau 749, Scott City 750, McClure at 756, Reynoldsville at 759, Miller City at 802, Tatumville at 805, Tams at 805, and Sandusky at 806. So that's with that severe thunderstorm warning for Butler, Stoddard, Bollinger, Cape, Scott, and Alexander. Still seeing rotation with that storm in Mount Vernon, but no tornado warning on it. Okay, so Okay, I want to go. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning down towards in Tennessee. Um, okay, all right. So it looks like the storm in Mount Vernon is showing maybe a little bit of broader rotation, but it still looks to be there. And that storm and only, I mean, that has just completely dissipated. Longer, but I would suspect that those tornado warnings, and by the way, that other tornado warning has been dropped. So, um, so okay, let's talk about this storm in the Selmer area and the Clifton area, and also the Savannah area. So this is warned for 1 inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is tracking northeast. At let me get you a query on what that is tracking at. We also have storms coming out of Alabama. So this is for southeastern Henderson County in West Tennessee, McNairy County in West Tennessee, Hardin County in West Tennessee, East Central Chester County in West Tennessee, and also southern Decatur County in West Tennessee. Severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Adamsville to near Shiloh to 6 miles north of Corinth, moving to the northeast at 50 miles per hour. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. And by the way, that is Corinth, Mississippi, which is just outside of our viewing area. So we're going to track this northeast at 50. Again, there is not a watch here for southern Tennessee. Only for northern Tennessee there is. I'm going to check and see if there's a new SBC update. Then we're going to track that storm. There's not, so. It would be about time for them to update, but they have not. Okay, so we're going to track this northeast at 50. We're going to back up a bit. Okay, I forgot we are still on the linear track. But this is cellular. Now, usually, this would mainly just be a wind and hail threat if it's tracking northeast. So, with that being said, this mainly looks like a wind and hail threat. Then we're going to touch on these other storms, then we're going to sign off of here because we're not really seeing any rotation in the other storms. So, West Shiloh 743, Mount Benton 745, River Heights at 750, Box Elder at 752, Sibley at 758, Farmers Union Landing at 8:04. Five Forks at 8:04. Thurman at 8:08. Bath Springs 8:14. Decaturville 8:22. Utah 8:25. Parsons 8:27. Perryville 8:28. Janet 8:35. And Yellow Springs 8:40. So. Touch on this line that is getting a little stronger. We're going to track the southern part of it. I'll tell you what winds we are indicating in that storm. So in near Advance and Bell City, we are depicting about 70-mile-per-hour winds in that storm. Okay. And near Whitewater and Dutchtown, we were picking about 65-mile-per-hour winds. So let's put a track on this. We'll move it at 55. And then we're gonna do a track on the Jefferson County storm. By the way, we have a new severe thunderstorm warning on that. And now it does have tornado possible, as I was thinking it would. So, okay. This goes until 8:45, so we're going to touch on that as well. Let's finish with the track on here. New Hamburger, 7:56. Fayetteville, 8:06. Miller City, 8:10. Olive Branch, 8:11. Unity, 8:15. And Cake at 8:16. Let's clear that. Talk about this new severe thunderstorm warning. That rotation is starting to look tighter. I wouldn't be surprised if we have a tornado warning here shortly. That rotation is starting to look tighter, so. But, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to track this storm. And I'm going to tell you what the query on it. In fact, I'm going to pull it up here. It goes until 8:45. Tornado possible. 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. The National Weather Service in Paducah has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern White County in southeastern Illinois, Wayne County in south central Illinois, eastern Jefferson County, Edwards County, and northern Hamilton County in south central Illinois until 8:45. Severe thunderstorms will located along a line extending from near Xenia to near Blueford to near Rend Lake area, moving to the east at 40 miles per hour. The threat is 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. This includes the following highways: Interstate 57 in Illinois between mile markers 81 and 91, Interstate 64 in Illinois between mile markers 79 and 124. But that rotation is starting to tighten up a bit, so I would not be surprised if we have a tornado warning. If we do have a tornado warning, I will come back on here. But we're going to track this storm, and that's tornado warning storm. That is soon to be expiring, so we're going to track this storm here. Then I'm probably going to sign off unless we get a new tornado warning. See, we're starting to have some flash flood warnings. Flash flood warning for Washington County, Illinois. And then up here towards Edwardsville, just outside of our viewing area. Okay. There's a rotation just exiting Jefferson County. I would not be surprised if we have a tornado warning for Wayne, Hamilton, and White County here shortly. And maybe just the southern flank of Jefferson County. So let's track this storm. Maybe I should have backed up a little bit, but I guess that's okay. You can see Blueford 7:58, Wayne City 8 o'clock, 8 and 8:12, Fairfield 8:18, Mill shows 8:21, and Ellery at 8:36. So, quick reset. Missouri, Southern Illinois, tornado watch until 9 o'clock. Kentucky, West Tennessee, Southern Indiana, a tornado watch until 11 o'clock. So again, we have that severe thunderstorm warning for Jefferson County and Marion County, and then we have a severe thunderstorm warning that goes for Wayne County, Wabash County, and Hamilton and White County. Any new warnings we will be back on right away. Until then, I'm going to sign off.